85% critical, 90% audience and climbing. Say this about what I saw yesterday. I think they like it. Now that I got that bit out of the way, hey, I thought I would talk about another piece of animation that's been conversated about a lot recently. That being the new Nick show, Wylde Pak, and which is something that a lot of people in my circle have surprisingly been a bit excited for, and I kind of get where they're coming from an animation standpoint. I definitely like the whole look and feel they're giving this a show, where definitely is if someone built upon making like a graphic novel about their experiences living with their extended family in the summertime. It's not really clear exactly where it's set, but the way that they laid out a lot of the hills and all the shops, it's likely someplace in the Bay Area. So let's begin. The show who follows this comes from the family names of the two major characters, those being Jack Wylde and Lily Pak, where Jack, after spending a bit too many close calls with his mother on their nature show, is sent to live with his extended family with his father after he remarried and had his sister Lily Pak. And even though the show describes at least the advertising describes Jack as risk averse and Lily as the more wild one of the two. It turns out that it's actually a lot more to it than that. And I'll admit the first three episodes I've access to. There's a fourth coming later today, as well as a few clips I've actually watched. Like, some people dove right in, but once again I waited to see the show on my and given how this show's co-creator Kyle Marshall worked on the Loud House a lot, and that one's also gotten a bit of bizarre discourse. I mean, especially how people behave about it. Some people think it's praise deserved, or people think it's overrated. I would say now I've gotten chance to watch that in my own terms as well. That I think that show itself is fine, as is the spin-off it had spun from the Casa Grandes. But I would say the fan base is exhausting, to paraphrase my associate Sterling. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. And I definitely still would argue that the animation is the strongest point about this. Is the color palettes, the how specific characters are, and I think it definitely, if you're into things like, again, like Tales TMNT like I am, or like the Loud House, where like some other people are, you probably like the animation styling, like how it's a storytelling that keeps hoping finds its groove over time, where granted there's some storylines like the wanting to make a new limited edition boba tea, to try and drive a business, a local shop, uh, or the competition of a supermarket sweep mixed with some very rare cookies that are kind of like their version of like the Wonka Golden Ticket, so to speak. I mean, I'll just deal with Village Roadshow's new ownership as it comes. And but there are others that I think that could have been refined a bit more. Like trying to go Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back on someone who left a middling review on their pet care business that's online. I mean, like, dude, trust me. Hey, given the state of affairs lately, you're better off not knowing. And in many cases, not caring in who a lot of these people are that abuse privilege on Yelp. But I will also say this. I'm very much not a person you're going to get a canned answer from on any subject. You're going to get what I actually think about something. And I would say that any movie where you can make a clone of yourself, like on Camino, with a piece of DNA and some genetic Play-Doh, is does not fit my definition of forgettable in the slightest. Just mean, trust me, there's stuff that's from decades ago that I still remember. Or actually, quite vividly, I wouldn't say my memory's photographic, heck, but if I see something once, I recognize or see it again. There I go again, so to speak. Though I think that the show, definitely has some room to grow in terms of story and characterization. I think that's actually a good thing. I just hope that they was able that it actually turns out well because Nick has something of a habit of not really giving shows chances to find their audience before axing them. In the case of whether it's something that is at least something that isn't SpongeBob or Loud House and Ninja Turtles, I guess now Sonic in some regards as well. I mean, likewise, he's much in the same sense of Elio. Any sense of familiarity to me is balanced out by the strength of the visual presentation and definitely having pretty solid vocal performances too. And I think the elemental parallels would actually make sense to me, at least. Me and Moisa 1, having rewatched it from again last night too. Looks great in 4K, I'll say that much. And to me, it was either going to be this or some unpopular one I've been avoiding earlier this year and decided to get this out of the way first. So, and anyway, hey, to help close out this solstice weekend, and I will see you all very soon with a painfully honest look at Minecraft, a $150 million disaster piece. So, take care, everyone.